another question I want to throw out there, and this is one that my daughter came to me with the other day, Cassie, and she said, she goes, Dad, she says, like you talk about a relationship with God, but I don't even know what that looks like. What's it supposed to look like? What am I supposed to feel? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be? Like, I don't know, because I don't even know what that's supposed to look like. So how do you respond to that?
I got 6 points. Did you memorize?
Cassie, get a piece of paper, hurry quick.
Oh, Cassie's a remarkable.
Oh, come on, man.
She's
She
awesome.
knows.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what was it like to be the father of an Ellie or a Cassie, or what? It's like, okay, so you're entering the mystery of relationship here. You're the father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to find out what it means to be a parent and then bring it and dump it on her?
Oh yeah, we're going to go study it first.
Okay.
Right?
All
We're
right.
going to read books on it to learn how to be a dad.
Uh-huh.
And then when she arrives on the scene, I'm going to start applying all those principles to my life.
So what's it supposed to look like? Tell me.
Whatever the books say.
Well, exactly. So
You guys go work that one out.
yeah.
Come on, you're a dad too.
And that's part of the beauty of relationship and part of the messiness of it and part of the, there's not a real answer to that. There is no, it's supposed to look like this, right? Even inside this dance of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, you don't get a real crystal sense of what it's supposed to be like, right? And in my relationship with my children and my daughter-in-laws or son-in-law or grandchildren, all of those are unique to the context of that human being and me, right? The uniqueness of who I am responds to the uniqueness of who they are. And out of that emerges what this relationship is. But it's never against something that it's supposed to be. Because as soon as you do that, you're now trying to access some, again, mythological definition of taking the mystery of relationship and sticking it into that slot or trying to make it fit, right? And this is all kinds of weird shapes. What they presented is like this simple rectangle. And you're going, okay, I've got this really child who's all these shapes, and I've got another one that's totally different shapes. None of them are rectangles. What am I going to do? So this relationship is very individual, very personal. It's going to look very unique. Cassie's relationship with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit is going to have a Cassie-ness to it that no other relationship in human history will have.
Yeah, and the universe.
Hey, Cassie. Jesus says, no one knows the Father but the Son. So we all start out, we don't know what we're talking about here. So we go to Jesus and say, would you teach me about your daddy? And how do I have a relationship with him and you? Because I don't know. And that's where we go. That's the simple, that's it. And then it's all these different different things that happen, the different relation develops.
Well, I think even in the human realm, like I had a relationship with Cassie when she was born, and Ellie and Chris, okay, and they were completely unaware of it.
Nice tattoo, Chris, just saying. Your dad thinks it's too big.
What does he know?
We're getting way too personal here. But I had a relationship with my children before they were aware that there was a relationship or even what a relationship was. At some point in their development, they became aware that there was an other and that this other cared for them. But even at that point, they still couldn't communicate. They didn't consciously initiate response back to that relationship. And I can remember clearly, I think you guys probably can too, the first time one of your children actually smiled back at you, and you knew it was a response, not just kind of thrown up giggling.
Yeah, or gas.
Right? Yeah. So gas was a biggie. But so there's this
creates a lot of smiles for those of you.
But there's this development.
Baby.
There's this development. There's this process of the child becoming aware of that the relationship already exists, and that's what I think it's like.
I mean, that's the heart of the gospel is that Jesus is the one that knows the Father. and He's included us in His relationship. And the way we figure out what that's like is we say, Jesus, you got to take me by the hand because I don't know. So what we bring to the table is we don't know how to do this. You got to help us, Jesus, and He walks us through it. And as you look back, you can see, I can see in my life as I look back times where He answered my prayers about this. I mean, in specific ways, and how He's and He's going to continue to do it because Jesus is passionate that His Father is known, because He knows at the core of all of our issues, at the core of every one of our issues, is we do not know His Father, and He is determined that we come and know Him. So the great thing in the entire equation is Jesus is not going to give up on sharing His Father with me. I mean, that's the heart of the gospel, and He's found His way inside our darkness.
How do you do that?
Oh my goodness!
Come on, man.